Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, as usual, to do Akame Got Kill Episode 5 review. Now, of course, the episode link is going to be in the box below on Crunchyroll.com. Now, if you're wondering, before I hop right in, if you're wondering, this is sweat. It's not water. I didn't pull a Bushido Spirit and pour water over my face. No, I didn't do that. I came back from the gym, worked out, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do the review. So if you got a problem with this, too bad. I'm a man's man. And normally, when you go to the gym, you sweat. If you don't sweat while going to the gym, then why the fuck you at the gym in the first place? Hell's that shit. Alright. No, because there are some dudes who, they go to the gym and all they do is walk around and shit on their phones. I'm like, why are you here, man? Get out of here. I want to kick you in the face and throw him out. You don't belong here. Taking up space. Valuable space. I'm trying to deadlift and this dude's like, Alright, moving on. I'm sorry. I just ranted. I'm sorry. The episode. First of all, it's simple. You have good animation. You have overall good pacing. But the key points here, because there was no fighting, more or less, it was just scenery and just regular character introductions and stuff like that. So the animation overall was pretty... Well, no, there was fighting in the flashback. So that was good. So animation overall was pretty damn good. When it comes to the main points, though, when it ties into the character development and character interaction and story progression, that is 4 main points. The Shele backstory, the round table discussion, because normally they have meetings. They do. Like the Night Raid members. They have their meeting and they talk about the Imperial Arm and the Imperial Arm users and so on and so forth. Then you have in my personal opinion, 2 prominent character introductions. You have this one girl, her name is Siyu or Shriyu. I'm calling her Siyu. She is an Imperial police officer. And then you have Esdeath, who is like a general of the Imperial military. And Esdeath is getting a lot of hype. Oh my god. Yo, Esdeath is getting so much hype. Is it warranted? I'm pretty sure it is. But I know it is. It really is. Because I'll talk about that later on. But honestly, right now, Esdeath, she seems like the definition of girl power. Like, I am woman, hear me roar. And every guy just bows down like, oh shit. So, let me focus on the first part first. Shele and her backstory. Well, first of all, I got the feeling that when it comes to their training, like when it comes to Tatsumi's training, they're skipping out on a lot of stuff when it comes, if you're going to compare the anime and the manga. Because all we see in this episode is just Tatsumi swimming with armor. That's it. That's all we see. Him with armor swimming. And then it's like one scene of that. No. There has to be way more than that when it comes to his training. So, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I got the feeling that they're skipping out on training if you're going to compare the anime and the manga. So, when it comes to her backstory, Shele, the main thing here is this. Obviously, she's an airhead. That's what she's known for, being an airhead. And when it came to her activities when she was a young child, not young child, but when she was younger, she sucked at them. She truly did. She couldn't cook, she couldn't clean, she couldn't be a waitress in the restaurant. She just was clumsy and always messed things up. And then she had a friend, and her friend's one night, her friend's ex-boyfriend, who's high on drugs, knocks on the door, comes into the house, tries to kill her friend. She kills him, slits his throat, and is very calm, cool, and collected. Then what happens? Her friend disappears. And the friends of the ex-boyfriend, they kill Shele's parents, then come to her, we're going to kill you. No, she kills them. Very calm, cool, and collected. After that, she becomes a freelance assassin. So that's probably the reason why Shele has a wanted poster with a bounty of like 1 million Betty. because she was a prominent assassin in the downtown area of the capital. So we have the boss, Vegeta, whatever her fucking names. I don't know how to say her damn name. I apologize. Moving on. You have the boss, Vegeta. She was prominent beforehand, even before Akame joined the Night Raid. Then you have Akame and Bulout themselves, who were former officers or generals or just people in the imperial military. And then you had Shayla herself, and Shayla herself, she was a prominent assassin back in the day. So now we know why these guys have the bounties and the pictures while the other members don't. So when it comes to the next part, Tatsumi, he has this obvious urge to see his friends again, but they're dead. And when it's explained, after he tries on Zonk's eye, his imperial arm, which works for a small amount of time, but apparently it rejects him. So he did get to see like a few panty shots here and there, and like every other main character in, I guess, shonen, because I think Akame got killed as a shonen, or any male young man in Japanese anime and manga, he freaks the fuck out, like, oh my god, boobies, whoa, crazy, never seen that before, whatever. So he freaks the fuck out, and he enjoys this glorious moment of his life. And then the Imperial arm rejects him. We find out later on that apparently Imperial arms, even though you can wear them, you have to have some cohesion with the arm itself. If the arm doesn't choose you, then you can't wear it, or you can wear it but not for a long period of time. So they send it over to the guys down south of the army, and then we have Tatsumi have this hope to find an Imperial arm that can revive guys from the dead. Which, no, it's not happening. There's no Imperial arm that can revive the dead. And he has his hope, but no. And they have a very good example. The first Emperor himself. If there was an Imperial arm that could revive people from the dead, then why would the first Emperor die? Hey, that's a good fucking point. So, overall, when it comes to the Imperial arms, there's one more thing. According to the boss, she explains that in her personal opinion, the strongest Imperial arm and its user revolve around ice, which I'm pretty sure they're talking about Esdeath. And no, they are, obviously. No, it's her, duh. And yeah, they clearly explain that. And the thing here is that, to me, I find that so... because clearly the boss has respect and probably fear for Esdeath as well. Because Esdeath, I think, given from the boss's reaction, I think Esdeath took the boss's right eye and her right arm. So now she's rocking the whole Full Metal Alchemist right arm. Full Metal Alchemist. So that's my thoughts. That's my theory on that. But the point here is that ice? No, I know, man. It's too basic. Like, really? Like, forget about gravity or energy control or matter manipulation or space-time control. No, ice. No, nigga. No, come on. Now, I'm pretty sure that, again, it's explained how there are like 28 some odd Imperial arms that are missing MIA ever since the Civil War 500 years ago, but ice is not the strongest Imperial arm. There's no fucking way. Now, apparently, there's this whole compatibility thing where, again, that's the main reason why Tatsumi couldn't put on, or he couldn't actually fully utilize Zonk the Executioner's Imperial arm. So, in that regard, even though you may have an Imperial arm that can control matter or space and time, if the compatibility is okay, then they're not going to be as strong as someone like Esdeath, who I'm assuming her compatibility with her Imperial arm is like really high. Maybe at the highest level possible. Who knows? So, point here is that Esdeath hype. So let me go over to that right now. Esdeath, mad hype. There was some dude in like some prince in the north who got mad hype. She took him out. In fact, this whole campaign was supposed to take like a year. She comes in there like a few days and just cleans house. Well, maybe even shorter than that, actually. Let's just say for now, a few days or within a day. The time frame is not fully explained. But the point here is that she comes in there and she takes care of business much quicker than anticipated. And the guy who was hyped up, she has chained down. And you know what? Some dudes like that. Some dudes like being chained down. Alright? Do you? But this dude was chained down, licking the high heels. And then she kicks this dude, and he dies. How do you just kick a dude, and he just dies? Like, his face just gets, like, blown up. Like, yeah. It's crazy. But the point here is that Esdeath, she is searching for a good fight. And she's coming back, given what was said by the minister and the emperor. So, because they're sick and tired of dealing with the night raid. So, the minister calls like Esdeath. And apparently, there's a commander-in-chief of the entire military. I forgot his name. It begins with a B. He's already in the capital. But because they want to hold face, they're going to bring in Esdeath, one of their generals, as opposed to have the commander-in-chief himself take care of business. So, Esdeath, right now, is looking like the biggest night raid threat by far. And remember what was said before. It was stated before that Imperial arms, once the users engage in combat, no matter the outcome, someone is going to die. So I have a theory. This may lead to captive deaths within the main characters. Because if Esdeath is getting this much hype, and she was the one who actually removed the boss's right eye and right arm, then that probably means that she can take on someone like Akame. And actually probably even beat Akame. But the point here is that if in fact she does face off against Night Raid members, if she beats them, Esdeath, and she walks away, doesn't matter. Because the Night Raid member is going to die as well, because they have an Imperial arm. It's some kind of strange covenant between the Imperial arms, where no matter what, someone has to die. So, where that goes, that's my theory on that. Esdeath is going to kill, let's say, one person. I'm going to say one person. Not that many people. But that's my theory on that. So, moving on. Because they're main characters. Like, that's the thing, though. Like, they're main characters. Like, unless it's like fucking Berserk, I don't expect that many main character deaths. So, moving on. The last part of the episode. You have this girl, Siyu. And she... Because at this point in time, it looks like the training with Tatsumi and Shele is over. And now we're going on to Leone. And Leone is bringing Tatsumi. She brought Tatsumi to her hometown. And we have this Imperial police officer, this girl named Siyu. Siyu has an Imperial arm. It's called Koko. Koro. Yeah, Koro. This weird Pokemon marsupial rat. Like, I don't know what this thing, it just looks weird. I don't fucking like it. It reminds me of fucking Plu from Ravemaster. Yes, they have completely different looks, but it reminds me of Plu. And it just looks fucking weird. I'm like, no, fuck. So, and like, it just, like, it doesn't talk. It's like, Koro. And apparently, at the end of the episode, you have Siyu, she's running away, and Koro's just dragging behind her. And she says, Koro, you're probably hungry. Let me go get 5 death row inmates for you to eat. No. Yo, but listen though. That's also very important from the perspective, or I should say from the perspective of, you have an Imperial arm that is a living, breathing, it's a sentient being. So that means that there are probably other Imperial arms that eat, that breathe, that shit, just like this marsupial. That's insane. That's insane, man. You have living, breathing Imperial arms. That's a whole new dimension to the Imperial arm spectrum. Seriously. And then, how do you tell if something is a living, breathing Imperial arm? If you don't know beforehand, how do you know it's Imperial arm? Well, there is a book, but so there is a book, I suppose. So I think they're okay. They're covered. But still, well, at least the Night Raid are. But when it comes to the main point here, yes, you have the Imperial arm itself, but also you have Siyu, and she wants to kill the Night Raid members, because in her mind, the Night Raid members, they killed Ogre, and they are evil. But she has no idea that Ogre was doing that shit from behind with the whole blaming people for certain crimes that they didn't commit, executions, and so on and so forth. So you have Ogre, who's dead. She trained with Ogre. She had respect for Ogre. So now she wants to kill Ogre's killers, the Night Raid members. Tatsumi is going to inform the boss of this Imperial police officer who has an Imperial arm. And my theory is that at some point in the future, Siyu is going to join the Revolutionary Army. Maybe not the Night Raid themselves, but she is going to join the Imperial Army. And the reason why is this. If she truly wants to fight for justice, justice lies with them, not with the Emperor and the Minister, no, far from. So if she finds out, and she has an Imperial arm, she's going to be very useful in the future for those who actually fight for justice. So that's my theory on that. So overall, King of Lightning. This episode, I liked it a lot. Can I say a great? Can I say a great plus? Yeah. We'll give it that. So I am done, and I will see you guys later. Be sure to, of course, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace, and have a nice day.